Hare Krishna. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Prabhupada Jai Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Gurudev Nitai Gaura Haribol, 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 Nitai Gaura. Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki jai. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. Today we are reading from Canto 2, Chapter 9, verse number 33. Aham evasam evagrehe nanyad yat sadasat param paschadaham yad etatcha yo avashishyet swasmyaham. Aham evasam evagrehe nanyad yat sat asat param paschadaham yad etatcha yo avashishyet swasmyaham. Aham evasam evagre nanyad yat sad asat param paschadaham yad etatcha yo avashishyet swasmyaham. Evasam evagre nanyad yat sad asat param paschadaham yad etatcha yo avashishyet swasmyaham. Aham evasam evagre nanyad yat sat asat param paschadaham yad etatcha. Matajis. Aham evasam evagre nanyad yat sat asat param paschadaham yad etatcha swasmyaham. Word to word translation. Aham, I, the personality of Godhead. Eva, certainly. Asam, existed. Eva, only. Agre, before the creation. Na, never. Anyat, anything else. Yat, all those. Sat, the effect. Asat, the cause. Param, the supreme. Paschad, at the end. Aham, I, the personality of Godhead. Yat, all these. Etat, creation. Cha, also. Yah, everything. Avashishyeta, remains. Sah, that. Asmi, I am. Aham, I, the personality of Godhead. Translation. Brahma, it is I, the personality of Godhead, who was existing before the creation, when there was nothing but myself, nor was there a material nature, the cause of this creation. That which you see now is also I, the personality of Godhead. And after annihilation, what remains will also be I, the personality of Godhead. Purport, the last portion. In the Brihad Aranyaka Upanishad 141, there is the hymn, Atmaya Vedam Agra Asita Purusha Vidha. This mantra indicates the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna even before the appearance of the Purusha incarnation. In the Bhagavad Gita 15.18, it is said that Lord Krishna is Purushottam because he is the Supreme Purusha, transcendental even to the Purusha Akshara and the Purusha Akshara. The Akshara Purush or Mahavishnu throws his glance over Prakriti or material nature, but the Purushottam existed even before that. The Brihad Aranyaka Upanishad therefore confirms the statement of the Bhagavad Gita that Lord Krishna is the Supreme Person, Purushottam. In some of the Vedas, it is also said that in the beginning only the impersonal Brahman existed. However, according to this verse, the impersonal Brahman, which is glowing effulgence of the body of the Supreme Lord, may be called the immediate cause. But the cause of all causes, or the remote cause, is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The Lord's impersonal feature is existent in the material world because by material senses or material eyes, the Lord cannot be seen or perceived. One has to spiritualize the senses before one can expect to see or perceive the Supreme Lord. But he is always engaged in his personal capacity and he is eternally visible to the inhabitants of Vaikuntha Loka, eye to eye. Therefore, he is materially impersonal, just as the executive head of the state may be impersonal in the government offices, although he is not impersonal in the government house. Similarly, the Lord is not impersonal in his abode, which is always nirasta kuhakam, as stated in the very beginning of the Bhagavatam. Therefore, both the impersonal and personal features of the Lord are acceptable as mentioned in the revealed scriptures. This personality of Godhead is very emphatically explained in the Bhagavad Gita in connection with the verse Brahmanohi Pratishtaham, Bhagavad Gita 14.27. Therefore, in all ways, the confidential part of spiritual knowledge is realization of the personality of Godhead and not his impersonal Brahman feature. One should therefore have his ultimate aim of realization not in the impersonal feature, but in the personal feature of the Absolute Truth. The example of the sky within the pot and the sky outside the pot may be helpful to the student for his realization of the all-pervading quality of the cosmic consciousness of the Absolute Truth. But that does not mean that the individual part and parcel of the Lord becomes the supreme by a false claim. It means only that the conditioned soul is a victim of the illusory energy in her last snare. To claim to be one with the cosmic consciousness of the Lord is the last trap set by the illusory energy or the Daivi Maya. Even in the impersonal existence of the Lord, as it is in the material creation, one should aspire for personal realization of the Lord. And that is the meaning of Paschadaham yad etatcha yo avashishyet so asmeham. Brahmaji also accepted the same truth when he was instructing Narada. He said, Soham te abhihitastat Bhagavan Vishwa Bhavanaha. Bhagavatam 2.750. There is no other cause of all causes than the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Hari. Therefore, this verse, Aham Eva, never indicates anything other than the Supreme Lord. And one should therefore follow the path of Brahma Sampradaya, or the path of from Brahmaji to Narada, to Vasudeva, etc. and make it a point in life to realize the Supreme Personality of Godhead Hari or Lord Krishna. This very confidential instruction to the pure devotees of the Lord was also given to Arjuna and to Brahma in the beginning of the creation. The demigods like Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara, Indra, Chandra and Varuna are undoubtedly different forms of the Lord for execution of different functions. The different elemental ingredients of material creation as well as the multifarious energies also may be the same personality of Godhead. But the root of all of them is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna. One should be attached to the root of everything rather than bewildered by the branches and leaves. That is the instruction given in this verse. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Sma Padantikam Vandeham Shri Guroho Shri Utapadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine He Krishna Karuna Sindho Deenabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. First of all, I seek blessings from all the assembled devotees so that I can speak for the glorification of the Lord, for my purification and for your pleasure. So in this chapter, these 4 verses, we know from 2-3 days we are hearing this. This Chatushloki is very important. These verses are actually giving us the 3 principal tattvas, that is Sambandha, Abhideya and Prayojan. So 33, 34 gives us the Sambandha, what is our relation with the Supreme Lord. And 35 actually gives us the Prayojan, what is the goal. And 36 gives us what is the process, Abhideya. So today's verse is the Jnana, Aham Evasam Evagre, Nanyad Yat Sat Asat Param. This actually Krishna is saying that I am, in the beginning I was there, now I am there, and after annihilation of entire material universe, I will only remain. So this verse is actually challenge to atheists and impersonalists. Because you see, atheists, what they say, there is no God. God doesn't exist. And God says that only I exist. Nobody exists. And impersonalist says that we are God. In the sense they say, we are now in Maya, in the sense we have a body, but when we leave the body, we become God. But Krishna says that, no, yo avashishyet so asmyaham. After destruction only, after destruction I only remain. So that is a big challenge for these two sects, understanding, conceptions. Once a man, following the Vedic tradition, he used to call every day at 12 o'clock that, okay, if anybody is hungry, please come to my home. Lunch is ready. So this is his everyday schedule. So he asked one day, same thing. So one person was going, he said, okay, lunch is ready. He came. And this person served him very lovingly. And then in front of him, he was praying that, oh, my dear Lord, you gave me such a nice opportunity to feed one of your devotee. And suddenly this man shouted, what God? What are you saying? Where the God has come? You asked me to come and I am eating. Where is the God? Don't speak nonsense. Don't disturb me. So the person became very angry that such kind of atheists also exist. So after this person left, the man actually prayed to the Lord. Oh, my dear Lord, I'm really sorry. Today, unfortunately, I fed an atheist. So I'll be very careful. So Krishna said, that's it? You fed once an atheist and you gave it up. From the time immemorial, I am feeding millions and billions of atheists. Right now also I am feeding, and in future I will also serve. Nityo nityanam chaitanas chaitananam eko bahunam yo vidadhati kaman. So atheists do not know that everything is provided by Krishna, one person. So all of us living entities are eternal, nitya, and we have a consciousness, chaitana. But there is one person, Eko, who actually maintains all the population. Bahunam, yo vidadhati kama. Not only maintains, feeds, he fulfills all of our desires. Whatever we desire, he fulfills. He gives us a chance because he has given us a free will. But atheists do not follow that, and they actually deny the existence. Wherever Krishna is there, they deny. That Prabhupada once was invited in, say, Punjab somewhere, so for a Gita Sammelan. So he went on the dais, he saw that everything is there, but there is no Krishna. The discussion is happening on Gita, who is spoken by Krishna, but there is no Krishna. Because the sort of impersonalists and atheists are actually the same thing. Only the one person says that God doesn't exist, and second person said he doesn't exist because I am the God. So Krishna says, Naham prakasha sarvasya yoga maya samavrata mudhoyam nabhijanati mabhyabhya param avyayam. So Duryodhan, Shishupal, these are the people who actually had witnessed Krishna in front of them. They were reciprocating with them. They were talking to him, but could not understand because Krishna was covered by Yoga Maya. Because Mudhoyam Nabhayana, those who are not qualified cannot understand Krishna. And they particularly, because of their the free will, they go down, they glide down to the lower species. So Prabhupada writes in the purport that there are basically two types of people only. Doimo Purusho Loke Kshara Akshara Evacha. Kshara means those who are fallible, and Akshara is those who are infallible. Kshara Sarvane Bhutani, Kutastu Akshara Uchyate. So all the fallen souls, those who are in the material world, are the fallible because we are susceptible to fall to the Maya's allurement. That's why we are fallible. But infallible Akshara, they are in the spiritual world. But then Uttama Purushastu Anya Paramatmeti Udavrita. Krishna says, beyond these two, there is one who is Paramatma. Yoloka Trayam Avishya Bibhartya Avyaya Ishvaraha. He has entered into these three worlds and he is maintaining everybody. Bibhartya Avyaya Ishvara. And this Yasmat Ksharam Atitoham He is beyond fallible and infallible. That's why atosmi lokecha prathita purushottama. Because I am beyond this fallible and infallible, that's why in this three world and in Vedas, I am called Purushottama. That is what this particular verse says. That we should not focus on the impersonal aspect of the absolute truth, but we should focus on the personality, who is the cause of all causes. Brahmanyoha pratishtaham means Brahman actually comes from Krishna. It is the Brahma Jyoti, it is the effulgence of his body. So there are Kshara, Akshara, but there are also various types of Kshara, that is fallible people. We just discussed one type, that is atheist. Second are Asuras. Once a dog actually, while roaming, he saw a bone. He became very happy. He took it and saw that, okay, there should not be any enemy. So let me go to the secluded place and enjoy this bone. So he started going. So while crossing the river from the bridge, he saw there was a gap. And he saw in the river there is another dog who is having bigger bone. He thought, I have a bone, let me get this bigger bone also. So I'll enjoy more. Now, as soon as he opened his mouth, he lost his own bone also. So the Asuras who actually do a lot of tapasya, like Hiranyakashipu did na bhuto na bhavishyati austerities and actually captured the three worlds. So he could enjoy it. He could have enjoyed it long time. But he was not satisfied like this dog, one bone is there. He wanted more. So one person was not taking his subjugation, Prahlad. So I want him also to be my servant, in the sense, follow me. And in the process, what happened? He could not even live a long life also. So he did more tapasya, and again what he got, he couldn't, enjoy also. That is Asuric mentality. So, namam duskrituno mudha prapadyante naradhama mayaya apuhrata jnana asuram bhavam ashrita. So, these kind of four people, they never surrendered to Krishna. Even if Krishna provides them everything. Now, nobody can aspire anything which even Hiranyakashipu doesn't have. Nobody can, he had everything. Still he was not happy. That is Asuri mentality. And in the process, what happens? They become more envious. And Krishna says that I will throw you in more demoniac species, lower Patal Lok also. So what is the gain is actually suffering. Next comes impersonalist. So impersonalists, we see that they are not karmis, they are not bhogis, but they are jnanis. They understood the truth that this body is not going to give us any happiness. We are not body at all. We are soul. But the problem comes that they become so enamored with the rituals to attain that, like it's a one way doing karmakandic activities, rituals. One person becomes so absorbed that he forgets what he is doing. So impersonalists, like any one time our Yugala Prem, I forgot, he was giving class and he says, what is the goal of impersonalist? So actually before coming to Krishna consciousness, he approached some organization and he asked the Guru, oh, what is the aim of life, human life? He says, we become one with the Lord, in the sense to attain Brahman. So what do we do there? So he says, nothing. We just, float. We swim in Ananda, Brahmananda. So he said, what about after some time, what we do? He said, no, we eternally swim. So he said, thank you very much. I don't know even swimming. So I don't want to eternally swim. So there is an activity, a soul needs an activity That is what? Serving. He cannot enjoy. You know, like Annamay, then Pranamay, these are the koshas. So where we soul and higher consciousness is when he serves the right object, right person, then he actually experiences tremendous happiness, higher level happiness. So this impersonalism is one, like he says, ye anye arvindaksha vimukta maninas toy ashta bhavad avishuddha buddhaya. They are actually, they do so much austerities to understand to Vedas, not enjoying anything. But because they disrespect Krishna's lotus feet, aruhya krishrena param padam tatah patanti adho anadrita yusmadangraya. Because of that ashta bhavad avishuddha buddhaya, because the intelligence is not purified, avishuddha buddhaya, they speculate. Example is, you may say this is karma kandi, but it's like impersonalist only. Like, you know, even in behavior also we become impersonal too. You know, we are devotees, but while our acts sometimes become impersonal. So, like in Krishna Lila, the Gopas become hungry. And they say, Krishna, we are very hungry. Please arrange for a food. So Krishna says, there is a yajna going on. Just go and tell them that, you know, you are Krishna's friend and Krishna is hungry. They will give you food. And they go and they tell the Brahmanas, you know, that Krishna is there, we are hungry. Krishna has said, so give some prasad. And actually you are in such a place where you can offer the food. So they say, no. They don't even look at them. So Prabhupada writes that it is like a mother who bathes the baby every day, you know, in a tub, so that it becomes clean. The purpose of that tub is, and water is, to clean the baby. But after that, what happens? We have to throw the water and keep the baby. But the mother throws the baby and keeps the water. You know, water is important, Baba. Without water, how can I clean the baby? Baby may come and go. And I mean, this is, thought process is, the Brahmana thought, oh, no, we are offering it to Krishna. But Krishna himself is asking, rituals is important. Still we are not finished the thing. So that is the main point. The impersonalist or the karmakandic person. So getting so much absorbed in rituals that may bring down to the fall. Aruhya krishrena param padam tata. To attain Brahman is not a big, not a very easy thing. But still, patanti adho anadrati yasmati. You fall down again to same materialistic lifestyle which you have already given up for doing so much austerities. So in Nectar of Devotion, there is a topic comes that Narad Muni says that there are many, I mean, you can get attracted to Krishna in any mood, you know, that Dveshat, Kamat. So we see that what is the destination of these people. So we see Hiranyakashipu or Kamsa, Shishupal, they were killed by Krishna. But what they achieved is impersonal Brahman. Right? Shishupal entered the body of Krishna and so because the Asuras are enemies of Krishna. Shishupal we can't say favorable. It is his enemy. Kamsa was enemy. Their goal is Brahman. And what do the impersonal expects? They also want Brahman. They get Brahman. So if I say A is equal to B and B is equal to C, that means A is also equal to C. So the enemies of Lord, they attained Brahman. And impersonalists also attained. Asuras are enemies of Krishna. So even impersonalists are also considered as the enemies of the Lord. Because they deny the existence of Purushottama as a Purusha. They will in fact wants to grab or occupy that post. So we saw that atheists, impersonalists, asuras, and 4 ksharas, fallible, are general people who have no knowledge, like they have the simple life of apna kamana hai, khana hai, no, I mean nothing like no jnana, no knowledge of God, something. But they are not envious also. Nobody that has given them any knowledge. So if they come to know janma karma cha me divyam evam yo veti tattva tyaktva deham punarjanma naiti mameti so Arjuna. So for them who have no knowledge, how can they know the birth and activities of Krishna are transcendental, not like ours. Like suppose a baby is there, again baby, a small baby, if she passes stool, she only cries, and mother comes, cleans, ready, and she laughs. I mean the baby laughs, sota baby. That baby doesn't know why where stool is coming, why it is coming. She has nothing to do with it. She knows taklif hua, cry. And she will and actually baby doesn't know the mother also. He kaun hai who is taking care of me. Kabhi kabhi marti bhi hai mere ko, but taking care. So they have no knowledge that he's a living entity who doesn't know anything. The Krishna in Bhagavad Gita says, Utkramantam stitam vapi bhunjanam va gunanvitam vimudha nanu pashyanti jnana chakshusha. That baby and any living entity wants as a baby only, doesn't know anything. Who is taking care? Is my friend or enemy? No knowledge. But same baby becomes grown up, this is I am God. I mean, human form of life, who is grown up now, and he says, I am God. So that is Maya's power. So second verse of Chatushloka is, how powerful Maya is, that she can make any impossible thing possible. So there is a verse in same chapter, 2.9.2, where it is mentioned, Bahu Rupa Eva Bhati. Parikshit Maharaj asked that how Jiva comes, Jiva is transcendental, Prakriti is dull, but how he can get entangled with the Maya and he takes so many forms. So Parikshit Maharaj says, I mean here Brahmaji says basically that under the spell of Maya, Jiva accepts all the bodies, 84 lakh species, as himself only. If he gets a dog body, he thinks, I am dog. And if he becomes a demigod, he feels I am demigod. That is the power of Maya. So Maya's definition is given, Durghata Ghatana Ghatan Patiyasi. That means Durghata Ghatana Ghatasi Patiyasi. If you think that it is impossible to happen, but Maya has that power to make it happen. Like somebody may say, I have all the knowledge. I know, how the Indriya Vishayas are harmful to my senses. But Maya has a weapon for each and every person. How to give him, how to allure him. That is her power. That's why the other species of life, there is no knowledge about freedom. Permanent freedom. Ahar nidra bhaya maithunam chahe, bhaya, okay, protection, but not how can I get out of it completely. But only human form can think about it. But Maya actually works more for humans than other, because they are just passing their karmic reaction, but we can get out of that. So that's why she has a lot of work done for the human beings. Krishna now talks to Arjuna as you are a normal human being, fourth category. So Arjuna also asks, how can I know that you have given knowledge to Surya Dev? I saw you from the very beginning, we were together. It's like a normal human being can talk. So he says, Bahuni me vetitani janmani tavarjunaha tani sarvani bhutani. So I know tani sarvani janmani. I know all of the lifetimes I have taken and you have taken. We have taken lifetimes, so many lives we have lived. We have taken so many births. I know each of them. But natvam vetha parantapa. So here, why he calls parantapa here, Krishna says, he is the best of Nara Arjuna. Even he cannot understand the past birth or future birth. What to speak of the other living entities who are struggling. So it is very difficult for a person to understand the power of Maya. Now we'll see that the understanding about a person with his limited knowledge, he tries to understand, okay, I get birth, others get birth, they grow old, you know, like Dehi Nosmini Yatha Dehi Kaumaram. So Krishna must be doing that. How can we understand? And he is also a person, he also loves, we also care, we love people. But there is a difference. Once, what happens, only son of parent, he comes to the parents, give me money, I want to go to party. They said, nothing doing, you study, now exams are coming. So he said, I'll come back very early, 11 baje tak aa jata hu. Please give me money, I am your only son. You know, what you will do with so much of money? So he argues. उसके माँ बोलते अगर बाहर रखा पैर तो मैं तुम्हारा टांगे तोड़ दूंगी. But he says, I have to go. So he steals the money and goes. तो देखते ही गायब हो गया. बोले देख तो आने दो उसको, आप आज दिखाते हो. The whole night he doesn't come. The next day he doesn't come. So then they start crying. Maybe he has taken it seriously. आए तो टांगे तोड़ेंगे. So now they start praying. Mother starts, अरे my dear Lord, please help me. Please send him back safely. I will not do anything. And he comes fatehal somehow. And they caress him, अरे बेटा कहाँ गया था? Now we will give you all the money. So now we may see that this lady now was before so adamant, now became so, loving, because that's the only purpose, the object which can give her happiness. But can she do the same thing with others? Just like we see, in functions or somewhere, the ladies, they dress themselves very gorgeously, some ornament and naya sari vagara. And they carry their son, and usko sardi ho gaya. If his nose goes on, starts flowing, they have to not to feel embarrassed, what they do, those sari se usko naak pooch dete. Because what they have to, they to public bole, "Arey kya?" They get blamed that, what kind of son you have. So for to just to be safer side, what they do, at least they sari gaya to chalega, usko naak pooch denge. But at the same time, दूसरे का नाक बढ़ रहा है तो can they do that? चलो मैं तेरे बेटा तेरा भी नाक आ जा मेरा सारी. They can't do that. There's limited. It's a limitation to your care, love, and compassion for all jivas. But Krishna, there is no limit. He goes to the extent. Just imagine Krishna coming to this filthy world is itself a compassion. Who will go? Now, just imagine who public, they get graduated. Nobody wants to go to, like rural areas and then downtrodden people. I will then teach them. Very few people go, right? बोले मेरे को पैसा कमाना है, I have to lavish lives. So very few people are there. So who will go to a this Kali Yuga place where they take incarnation and people are atheists. They don't want to. And Krishna says, I have to come. Name parthastu kartavyam. I don't want to do anything. Nanavaptam avaptam. I don't need anything from this world. I don't expect and I have no want. Still I come here just to inspire people. to do activities which are detached activities. Just this one thing you do, is Krishna says, just perform activities without any attachment. Gradually you will come to Supreme. So that is Krishna's compassion. That's why it is said that his activities are transcendental. We can't say our activities are transcendental. Even a pig or even a worm, his heart, Krishna is there to guide him. Okay, I am there, my dear friend. But we see that the best friends in this world could become a worst enemies within the short period of time. Krishna never leaves any of his amshas like that. So, there was a crow. You know, we all of know that in the childhood we have seen that crow was thirsty. So when he saw the pot, earthen pot, water was very low level. So he could not reach to that level. So what he did? He put the stones and then water came up. He drank and he was happy. Now what is that which we can put in our heart to bring out the stones like anartha? Like this is what is happening. Our heart actually should have a Krishna ras, but actually they have stones like anartha. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Mada, Moha, Matsarya. But we want Krishna ras. So how can we fill up our heart? So in this example, what Bhagavatam says, how can we bring out with this analogy, this what to put so that these stones will come out? Yasyam vai shruyamanayam Krishne paramapurushe bhakti utpadyate pumsam shoka moha bhayapaha. So these anarthas bring out, the symptoms are shoka moha bhaya. So if we fill up our heart with Krishna, Bhagavatam says, then automatically we will experience bliss, and we don't need to, that process itself will throw out all this anartha, but we have to do it consistently. So for that we need, out of these 4 kshara, we should avoid the atheist, impersonalist and asuric tendency people, and we can actually associate with the like-minded devotees who are doing this, and because we have been helped by someone, so we can try to help those who are innocent. In that way, we can actually fulfill our human form of life. So Krishna, the main emphasis is, as this verse says, that if I exist only, before I existed, now also I exist, and in future I only will exist. And you are my part and parcel. I provide you everything, Nitya Nityanam. So what is your only task? What you should do all the time to get out of it? Yajna arthat karmano. You do all activities as a offering to me. Anyatra lokoyam karma bandhana. If you don't do that, you will get bound by karmic reactions. So he says to Krishna, tadartham karma konteya. Just do samachara, means not only just like, I'm doing yajna, but what to do, I have to do. Not lovingly. So samachara means with full heart, in the sense completely that yes, lovingly I have to do it. Tadartham karma konteya mukta sangha. So that is the way, only where we can get freed by the 3 modes of material nature. So Parikshit Maharaj, he got 7 days, he filled up himself with full Krishna. And then Shukdev Goswami lastly says that whatever you have asked, and also not asked, I have told you everything now. Now only do one thing, remember one thing, that the poison of Takshaka will never touch you, because you are not your body and mind, intelligent ego. and that will destroy your body, your material existence. Not like so. So when we do that, like Parikshit Maharaj, if we perform the, like Prabhupada says, if we take shelter, Prabhupada says, what is the remedy for this aksharas? Those are fallible. Take shelter of pure devotee, spiritual master, and perform devotional service. If we do that, then we become a dry coconut, like Parikshit Maharaj at the end. Right now we are like a wet coconut, fully attached to the shell. So it's very difficult to take out our attachments. It's automatically, Maya comes, we fall prey. But if we have, because anathas are there, immediately they act. But if we take out that and put Krishna, then we become like Parikshit Maharaj, detached one, and then the death comes, actually, immediately his body became like ashes. But he was already gone. So that is how this last portion of this verse explains that we should not focus onto the branches and leaves of any. That way you come into the subtle level that, okay, let me have a stamp on this world that, oh, XYZ Das has come and he has done so much activities. So let the whole world know for some years that yes, he has done. No, there is no need, because in a big span of years, nobody will even notice it. So we should focus more on this hearing and on Purushottam. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki, Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Nitai Gaur Premanande. Hare Hare Bol. Hey Ram.